Snap Camera, as we all know it, is dead. Snapchat shut down the entire site. It's gone. You can no longer download it. You can't be the dude anymore, or the cartoon you, or just a clown like me. But if you already have it, you can still keep using it. And if you don't, well, there is a way. For anyone just finding this now, Snap Camera is an app that allows you to put masks on your face for videos and live streams. It was created by Snapchat and was removed as of January 25th, 2023. Luckily, we have an amazing community in the live streaming sphere, and there were a few people who were willing to find us a solution. Now, just a word of caution, this is a community-based workaround, and as such, Snapchat could go after them at any time and shut the whole thing down. But they really can't do much about users who already have the app installed. And I'll help the folks that don't already have it in a moment. Just hang in there. For those of you who do have it, you probably noticed that this is what it looks like. Obviously, Featured doesn't have anything. Top Community Lenses doesn't have anything. But if we go up to our favorites, well, we can scroll through, and although they're all blank, we can see that they're there. And if we go into our hotkeys, we can see that hotkeys still exist. So if we use our hotkeys, we can see that all of our regular lenses still work just the same as they did before, which means that this is totally usable. You just can't see the lenses. And you can keep using it like this forever. And if you have lenses that you put in your favorites and you didn't set hotkeys to, well, sure, you don't know what they are. I have a couple right here. You don't know what they are, but you just add a hotkey there, and then you go and use that hotkey to check it out. And then you remember what it was. You can either leave it hotkeyed or you could just leave it in your favorites. But you can change the hotkeys and move the hotkeys. The only thing you don't have is the imagery to tell you what it is. So just have to be a little bit creative. But it is still functional and it's not going away. So it's still 100% totally usable. So if you have hotkeys already assigned to it, you could just continue using all the faces you already have without doing anything. However, it is tough to use that way. I get it. So you could do what I'll show you and the folks who don't have Snap Camera yet next. Now, the first thing you need is the installer, and you need a specific one. It's 1.21 for Snap Camera. And of course, Snap Camera actually took the installer down, so you can't get it from them anymore. So you'll have to source it yourself. And they do have a couple of links in the description, assuming that they still work, which they should, that you can download the install file from. Once you have the file downloaded onto your computer, you want to go ahead and go to this and then drag the file here. And it's going to verify that it is definitely the correct file and that you're not getting a file that's been messed up or has malware in it or anything like that. You need to identify that the file that you find is the correct file. And this is the hashtag that you're going to be looking for. And of course, the links to this page are in the description as well. Once you verify that it is the correct file, you just install it like you would any other install. Then you want to go to this page. Once again, the link is in the description, and you want to choose your file. And this will bring up something like this right here. Your file is going to be in C, Program Files. You want to go down into Snap Incorporated right here, and Snap Camera. And then when we scroll down here, you're going to see your Snap Camera file right here. Select it, click open, and then all you need to do is apply your patch. And then it downloads the patched file. Now all you have to do is go and find your patched file in your downloads right here. And we're gonna right click and we're gonna copy that. And we're gonna go back into our Snap Camera folder. And we're just gonna right click and paste. And there we go. So now we have the patched file in here and the original. So what we'll do is we'll take the original file and we'll call this old. And we'll take the patched file and we'll just remove the patched. Now we can just use our original shortcut and it brings this up right here. When we go into our favorites, We see everything is here, and we can actually go through and search for different lenses if we want and that sort of stuff. Now, not all the lenses are going to be there, and there aren't going to be any new lenses created. Basically, someone replicated the original server and is hosting it for us so that we can continue to use this like normal, like we did before. If you go through this process and you patch it, it's going to look just like it did when Snap Camera was active, and you may even be able to find some new lenses that you didn't know about before. So maybe Snap Camera isn't totally dead. And even if the workaround ends up totally dead, well, if you already have it on there, as you've seen in the previous section, it's not the end of the world. Likes and comments are super easy things that you can do to help push this video to a wider audience. So take a second down below and let me know how I'm doing. And while you're there, if you're not subscribed, please do. It really does help me continue to make content that helps you. So thanks. Now, I cannot stress enough that this is a workaround. It could go away at any time. However, if it does, you won't lose access to your faces that you already have favorited, and the hotkeys will still work them. Now, I am searching for alternatives all the time for Snap Camera. I'm gonna have a new video out with potential replacements soon. But if you want to see one that I already found, you should check this video out. And if you're always looking for tools, tips, and tricks that can help make you a better live streamer or YouTuber, subscribe to the channel. My name is Michael Fire Jr. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.